I'm going to let Kim talk about Burlington Technical Center, but one of my personal and professional commitments is to make sure that we have support for English learners anywhere they may be in our district. So we've sent staff for students who are at Lund. We've sent staff to students who are at Horizons and On Top. Probably the best example of what we've done that's led to outstanding results is what Kim's going to talk about. But I think personally, I think it's a moral commitment. Not only should we send staff if students are there, but if we send staff, then students can be there, and we can create potential for English learners to participate in all of our programs and opportunities district-wide. As I said, I think that's a moral thing to do. And I also think a moral thing to do is build capacity for all educators to feel comfortable and competent in working with English learners. And I'll talk a little bit about that after Kim. But first, just let me introduce Kim Fankhauser, please. Maybe you can click on the link and let's hope.
Hopefully it works.
Yay!
Okay. So my name is Kim Fankhauser, and I'm an EL teacher at Burlington High School and Burlington Technical Center, although primarily at Burlington Technical Center. And as Miriam said, I'm going to talk about what's happening there with the EL department. I feel really excited to have this opportunity to share with you because personally I'm just really happy and excited about what's happening there. So I was hired at, wrong one.
I'll
Not yet. I will tell you. Okay, so I was hired at the beginning of last school year as part of a 3-year grant to pretty much start an EL program at the Technical Center and to provide equity for the EL learners that are there. Prior to that, there was no EL teacher at the Technical Center, and in any given year, we only had a handful of EL students. So when I was hired, there were only 6 EL students at the Technical Center, and I spent my time supporting these students through in-class support and also providing professional development to our teachers so that they felt like they knew how to work with EL learners. I also spent a big chunk of my time marketing and outreaching to Burlington High School and Winooski High School potential students for BTC who are EL learners in order to increase our EL enrollment. So next slide, thank you, Brittany. So this year, as you can see, the enrollment has jumped from 6 to 29 EL students. On top of that, we have a lot of exited or monitored EL students as well at the Technical Center. And here's a breakdown of which programs they're in. The majority of our EL learners are in auto tech, auto body, culinary, and human services. Well, actually not human services, but culinary. So now we have an EL program at the Technical Center, which is super exciting. Next slide. So this year, in many ways has been our trial year to see how well we can support these EL students. I work point 8 at the Technical Center. So one way that I've started to support them is by starting a class, like a BHS BTC EL support lab. And this is for on blue days, auto body and auto tech students, and on white days for culinary and human service students. So it's kind of like the cluster groups that go together and we can incorporate them in one class. So here's auto body, auto tech students. And in this class, we work on assignments, we review vocabulary, and review class material so that students feel supported at the Tech Center. Next slide. Otherwise, I have a full schedule of in-class rotating support and on-call help for other students that I'm not able to get into their classes. So here is Mr. Church's auto tech class and some of his EL students. So these changes overall have helped not only to increase our EL enrollment at the Tech Center, but also to help those students to feel supported and also to increase diversity at the Tech Center and equity for these students. Next slide, thank you. So we've just come to the end of quarter one, and we had a lot to celebrate. So here again is the auto tech and auto body students in the support class. So we had a lot to celebrate because all of our EL students are still enrolled in the program. We haven't had any dropouts, and they're feeling successful and being successful. They feel supported, and teachers also feel supported because the teachers know that I'm there to support them as well. And then on top of that, we also have like a sense of community for our EL learners at the Tech Center. They are not falling through the cracks. And yeah, equity, and it's just, I love being there, and I love that we are able to have these students. So thank you very much for giving me the chance to talk.